What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well, and in this short video I just wanted to touch upon a comment that I made on my last live stream titled The Inconvenient Truth of the Red Pill Sector, how women have built this space. If you haven't watched that video, I would highly recommend you do so. Links will be provided in the description box below. Now in that video I made an analogy that Red Pill content creators are the equivalent of OnlyFans models, you know, who they complain about. And I just had to come back just to touch upon and expand upon what I meant, just so that people who didn't catch it the first time can fully grasp what I'm talking about. Now, before anyone gets upset, just off the title alone, just know this is just my observation of the landscape, nothing else. Because in that Red Pill landscape, content creators complain night and day about these models, that they're destroying society, taking advantage of vulnerable young and old men or blue pill simps who are just thirsty for female attention and are willing to do or pay damn near anything they have on a woman that they've never met. In a lot of these cases, the women, they probably lie to them in responding to them. A lot of them don't even respect the men in the slightest, from the OnlyFans models that we've seen being interviewed by these Red Pill content creators. They then complain that they're scammers, taking advantage of a market that exists only because of the dysfunctional nature of the current dating and relationship scene that we see in the West. And you know what? Hats off to them. All of those things are 100% correct. I have absolutely nothing to disagree on one iota. But here's the kicker. Here's the analogy. I'm saying the exact same thing about these Red Pill content creators. But a lot of them, in my eyes, come out a lot worse than these OnlyFans models who pop up. Because, first of all, again, let's be fair and balanced. They're all right by what they're saying. These models are taking advantage of an ever-growing market that guys in the main are willing to spend their money on these girls' accounts to be validated and somewhat satisfied. I can only imagine. There are always new girls popping out of the woodworks trying to create new accounts just to try and get in on the action. And here's the thing. Why shouldn't they? Surely that makes good financial business sense. I'm pretty sure if you ask these Red Pill content creators themselves, if they were a woman who were half decent looking, they would look at the market and say, do you know what? I'm going to take advantage the same way as these girls are taking advantage of, because the potential profits are there to be seen. We've seen occasions where girls have made over, I think it's $1 million in 24 hours, if the reports are believed to be true. So why wouldn't they do it? Surely that makes good business sense. But here's the thing. What about these Red Pill content creators? I bet you're thinking, surely they can't be compared to these models scamming the people. You are so wrong. Because they too themselves have understood the pain and sorrow of the dating and relationship market. And they themselves have seen the potential money that can be made in the Red Pill space by putting out the same type of content that fuels men Red Pill rage. And they keep coming back and back and back again. Subscribing, super chatting, tipping, buying these guys' books, courses, buying these guys' t-shirts, buying all their merch, all the material that you can find, which a lot of it is meant to be just a recycled version of the already existing content that you can find on not just their video, other content creators' videos, because a lot of them, again, I ain't bought a lot of this content, but if it's believed to be true from what other content creators have said in their videos and their disgruntled nature, it's just plagiarized content from other content creators, just because guess what? They too themselves have seen the market for what it is. They too themselves have seen, you know what? If these OnlyFans girls can make money off the blue pill nature of these men or the men's nature for what it is, I'm going to make the same coin on the other side for these quote unquote Red Pill men who are also willing to spend as much money just to be pandered to, just to be told that these women ain't shit, just to be told that, you know what, these women are destroying society, you guys are all good, and these guys lap it up because they want to see that, and they pay their hard-earned money on their cash, whether it be even some of the other sectors which talk about how to speak womanese and all this kind of other stuff, and all these courses, these scam courses which have been exposed, not by me, these have already been exposed by a lot of people who've been on this course, they've been upsold, and just the plethora of BS that these people have to wade through, just because guess what? These Red Pill content creators, a lot of them have seen the market for what it is, and they're there in it, not to help their supporters, but they're in it because guess what? They have seen exactly where it could take them to. Because let's be honest, some of these guys have been exposed as lies, scam artists. Again, a lot of them don't even respect, I believe, the men that they're supposed to care about. Because most of them, I talked about in the live stream, how a lot of these content creators, if you look at the history, they have performed a 180 on their message. Depending which way the wind blows, depending which way the sector blows, they'll blow the exact same way because they actually have no integrity, because it's not about the message. It's about monetization. It's about AdSense. It's about merch. It's about sub count. It's about super chats. It's about everything else other than, guess what? The content. Or should I say, what they're supposed to be, which is helping these men either go their own way or helping these men find their purpose, help the men do whatever it is. But that is not what they're in it for. They are worse than these OnlyFans models. Because at least the OnlyFans models, you pretty much know what you're buying, you're paying for. There's none of this BS about, oh, well, they may do this or switch up. No. We know what they're paying for. And for the most part, you're getting what you pay for. But when it comes to content creators, a whole different thing. They all use the exact same talking points as well. And yet you're thinking, why is it that they always beef and argue with each other? Why is that? Because again, just like OnlyFans models understands men's thirst, these Red Pill content creators have seen exactly how far this Red Pill can take them, and it boosts their profile. So they need to beef, they need to bicker, they need to make sure they can get their name in the front door. They need to make sure that they're there to be seen. Why? Because they can get on the front of the queue. They can become the top 1% content creators, similarly how women are looking to be the top 1% content creators in their respective field. Hence the fickle, backstabby, gossipy, female-like nature, let's be honest, that a lot of this Red Pill landscape, this Red Pill space has become. Again, one of the complaints as well that they say that, these OnlyFans gig girls, the gigs is temporary and there will be nothing without this sub. What would happen if this happened? You'll be nothing. And again, I agree. You would not get me to disagree with that fact. I do. But again, here's the kicker. Where would most of your favorite Red Pill content creators be without their subs? Where would they be without the content that they have, or people who subscribe to, or if people actually choose to go to another content creator, where would they be? And also, how permanent do you think that what they have is? How secure do you think what it is? Why do you think they always are so adamant about holding on to their sub counts, their channels? Why? Because they know the same thing that I know about these OnlyFans models. Without that channel, without that OnlyFans account, they will be in the exact same place, nowhere to be seen. That's why I said on the live stream, and I'm going to say it again, that both of them exist on the same two ends, well, the two ends of the exact same coin. They both need the dating and relationship market to be exactly where it is right now. They need it. That's the only way that they can thrive. That's the only way that they can flourish. Otherwise, they'll both go out of business. Think about this. Really think about this. Why would a Red Pill content creator want everything to be back, as they'll put it, in the 60s, where it's traditional families, where you're married? Why would they want that? If they get that, what would they do? Where would they be in business? What would they do? They'll be out of business. Similarly, why would OnlyFans models want the space not to be the way it is? Why would they not want the freedoms that they have right now to show off their bodies, to do what they want to do? Because guess what? They would not know how to, survive in this world for the most part. Not all of them, don't get me wrong, on both sides, but that's exactly why they need the dating and relationship market to be exactly where it is. They thrive off it because that's exactly how they make their finances. And again, in closing, I am not saying whether you should or shouldn't sub to any of these guys. I am just merely making an observation from what I've seen over the years that I've been around in this space, and other people surely have made the same assessment. But just know, when they complain about these OnlyFans models, just know this: they aren't so different from each other as you think. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Do you agree with my assessment or not? Let me know. Until next time, I'm out.